So we're going to solve this system of equations, and first we're going to do it using elimination. Now, elimination involves getting one of our variables to eliminate. So what we want to do is we want to have both our top equation and bottom equation with the same either number of x's or same number of y's. Neither of them match up right now, but we can make that happen. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the x's. So I'm going to multiply my top equation by a 9 and my bottom equation by a 4, because that'll give me a 36x on top and bottom. And I'm actually going to do a negative 4 on the bottom one, because I like to add mine together. So 9, you got to remember to multiply it by every term. So 9 times 4x is 36x. 9 times 5y is 45y. And then 9 times 335 is 3015. Now, multiplying the negative 4 through, we get negative 36x minus 56y equals negative 3400. And now we can add our two equations together. So we get negative 11y equals negative 385. And we'll divide both sides by a negative 11. And we get y equals 35. Now we still need x. We can find this by plugging y equals 35 in either one of our equations. So for instance, 4x plus 5 times 35 has to equal 335. So we have 4x plus 175 equals 335. Subtract 175 off of both sides. We're going to get 4x equals 160. Divide by 4, and we get x equals 40. And there's our solution algebraically using elimination. In doing substitution, what we do is we solve for a variable in one and plug it into the other. Equals 335, and the other one is 9x plus 14y equals 850. So perhaps I take the first one and let's solve it for y. So 5y equals 335 minus 4x, and I'm going to divide everything by 5. So I get y equals 67 minus 4/5 x. Now substitution means exactly that. I'm going to plug it in for the y in my other equation. So now I get 9x plus 14 times the quantity, always use parentheses here, 67 minus 4/5 x equals 850. Now we need to distribute this 14, and when we get 14 times 67, we get, so we have 9x plus 14 times 67, which is 938, minus 4 times 14 is 56 over 5x equals 850. I'm going to go ahead and do this in fractions. So this will be 45 over 5x. So 45 over 5 is 9. I'm going to subtract 938 from both sides to cancel those out. And I'll have minus 56 over 5x equals, and now we take 850 minus 938, and we get negative 88. So now we have, subtracting those fractions, they have a common denominator, so we're going to have negative 11 over 5x equals negative 88. And we'll multiply both sides by a negative 5 over 11 to get x by itself. Because that cancels here. And this works out nice because the 11 and the 88 cancel. And that just becomes negative 8 times a negative 5. We get x equals 40. Now again, we have to solve for y. We know that y equals 67 minus 4/5 times x, which in this case is 40. So 67 minus we can cancel here, and we get 4 times 8, so minus 32, or that y equals 35, and we've confirmed our solution.